Domestically, it's hardcore, but it's thermonuclear war globally. There's a lot of trickery, knockoff labels, knockoff formulas, price gouging, guys selling pills that just got filler in them. There's no nutritional value at all. It's brutal.
It is the most fun that I've ever experienced, and it can be cutthroat.
There's a ton of underdosing, mislabeling, underlabeling, spiking, cutting ingredients. There's just a ton of shit that you see when you're, in the back burner.
Call me a supplement junkie, a supplement addict. I've been taking supplements my entire career. When the partnership to work with Nutrabolics came to fruition, I instantly just started researching the company and researching Canada, and their restrictions were more pure than America.
It's more of the Wild Wild West for American supplement companies, because whatever they put inside their products, that's not necessarily what's in there.
And I always wanted to make sure the stuff that I was putting in my body could pass tests, and I never failed the test, so.
This is stuff you're putting into your body, and you need to make sure you're taking the right products and you're taking products from a reputable brand, because I've seen too many instances where people, especially athletes, take a product that they think they should be taking and then they fail a drug test.
Eyes wide open, folks. Nothing is as it seems, and it's good to know who the good guys are and the bad guys.
I remember being at the gym and my cousin calls me and he's like, hey, yeah, your products are ready. Where's the money for the bottling? And I said, what bottling? And he says, yeah, it's $3,000 to have this stuff bottled. And I said, bro, I don't have $3,000. He's like, well, we can't bottle it unless you come up with the money. So I had to think on my feet, right? And I looked across the gym and there was a buddy of mine.
Jayson approaches me and says, hey man, you wanna make some money? At that point, I wanna make some money. So he ends up offering me $20 or $25 to give him a ride. Now at this point, I don't even know where we're going. I don't know what we're doing. So we jump in my Honda Civic.
One day he just shows up and grabs all the bulk capsules from me, and off he goes. He's gonna bottle them himself.
The pills came in these huge bags and they were different color bags.
Haul them in the back of the Civic. The Civic's full.
I remember the pills were sticking out the window and I had a whole huge bag on me.
Take all the bags and pills upstairs to his mom's house to the games room.
And I remember him phoning me up and constantly complaining about well, the sulfane's not working. And I says, well, you gotta cut the sulfane in a circle.
Literally, we had to blow dry the lids with a freaking blow dryer. We had to hand bomb the labels.
And I said, well, you gotta wear gloves and you gotta wear hairnets.
And me and Rodney had to go out there day and night.
I believed that I was gonna sell through this product and be able to pay that credit card back when I needed to, but guess what? Didn't happen.
When I went out there to sell these products, everybody said, no, we don't want your products.
It's one thing to sell a North American brand that's highly advertised, that people are asking for. It's another thing to sell a brand that's you're just starting.
I had people say to me, no, 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 no. I said to people, let me guess, no?
I would go store to store every day, 8, 9, 10 hours a day, visiting different retailers, and nobody was picking up the brand.
So the fear started to sink in. After about 100 no's, you start to question yourself.
Jayson came up with this idea of these special briefcases to advertise the products as I went into the store. I thought, okay, great, this is the winning combination, our great products, this cool briefcase. I'm gonna go in there, same thing. Nobody was buying the product. So we came up with a game plan. We thought people wouldn't take us seriously, and we thought we needed, dare I call it, a story behind the brand, something bigger than the two of us.
Why do I want to say Aaron?
Because that's his name, that's his real name, Aaron.
Well, you're telling me to say somebody else.
Well, because he changed his name.
Well, why the didn't you tell me he changed his name?
Rodney's real name, it's not Rodney, believe it or not. It's Aaron Hefter.
Yeah, I think we were actually watching NASCAR one day, and the DuPont team came on the TV, and I just thought that was a great name. That name was gonna stick.
When I first heard Aaron was gonna change his name to Rodney, I thought of what did Aaron do? What was he running from?
When Aaron was changing his name to Rodney, I was like, why? And I used to always talk to your dad, of course, and say, okay, this is what they're doing now.
You can do whatever you want. You don't like your name, change it.
20 years later, he still goes by Rodney DuPont. Back in the day, we had to do stuff like that. We had to think outside of the box.
One of the things about me and Rodney that people underestimated is we are relentless.
At one point, things just changed.
When Batista came on with Nutrabolics, things immediately changed. We went from being the little guys to the big guys.